Welcome back to the Hotel Orloff, ladies and gentlemen. It is September 21st, 2024, and everyone is excited about that it's Batman Day 2024, ladies and gentlemen. This is, President Kennedy tried to get Batman Day to be a federal holiday back in 1963, but there were some shadowy forces that didn't like his idea, and you know what happened to him. But a few decades later, President Barack Obama didn't make it a federal holiday, but he made it an official day of remembrance. And that's why now we have Batman Day. But we don't get off work on Batman Day, unfortunately. If President Kennedy had his way, we would not be working on Batman Day. But oh well. Que sera, sera, as Doris Day said. So I don't know. We're just going to be walking around. It's incredibly. I don't want that to fall because the dog will chew on it. Let's put it somewhere safe. Where do you put a bat to make it safe? Right there. That's fine. So, yes, indeed. So, oh, look at this. It's a fake John Carter, Warlord of Mars. It's Warriors of Mars, and it's by Edward P. Bradbury. Do you really think that's his real name, or do you think there's two things? They want you to think it's a Ray Bradbury book, and they want you to think it's a John Carter, Warlord of Mars book, except for the aliens, the Martians here don't have four arms. But it's a pawn of warped space-time. He fought astonishing perils across an alien world. One against the Argzoon. Yeah, you can never trust the Argzoon. Yeah, indeed. Well, anyway, it's Batman Day. It's extremely early in the morning. So I was going to do a live stream today, but my wife made me promise to not do a live stream while she's working, and because there are just various reasons why, she needs me around. Well, for one thing, she's upstairs, right? And Drew, the dog, will bark at anything. And if the dog starts barking while she's working, it will create problems because she does a job on the phone. So I'm going to have to stay down here and babysit the dog to make sure the dog doesn't go upstairs and start barking. So I am planning to do a live stream tonight at 8 p.m. though. Oh, first Batman sighting of Batman Day 2024. And here is the head to my childhood Batman puppet. Look at all those dark marks on his forehead that came from. I got it when I was 3. I think that Batman was still on the air on ABC when I got this. I need to dust, don't I? Man, goodness gracious. And I got this from my grandmother, my dad's mom. I still have the bodies to them, but they're not attached anymore. But that's the Robin. And see, this is the rough thing about moving. Look, she got scuffed up in the move. Very disappointing. There's my Mego mask from my Batman Mego that I got on Christmas morning, 1972. The figure's long ago gone. This is one of my prized possessions, ladies and gentlemen. This picture I got at a store in Fort Worth, Texas. It was an old home supply store. And it was in an historic neighborhood I worked in this historic neighborhood. And they had a store called Old Home Supply. And what they had done is they'd gone through these old houses and torn out the clawfoot tubs and the doorknobs, anything that was historic. And then when people tried to restore their old houses to make them look like they did when they were built over 100 years ago, they'd go to the store and buy stuff that had been torn out of old houses to backdate, not update, but to backdate their houses. And sometimes they'd probably be buying stuff that came out of their own house that had been torn out. But anyway, this was for sale in that store. And I just, it was like $30. I went back the next day. I didn't have the money at the time. I had to get it. These are just two sisters that, why the family didn't keep this picture. This is just a beautiful picture. And it's very, and the thing on the back of this picture, it's not framed very well by the people, but it shows you their names. And what is that, man? If I could get it to focus. Come on, man. It tells you how old they are. It looks like one is named Olga, and she's 15, and the other one is maybe Jeannie. She's 21, and this picture was taken in 1910. Look how it's got old wallpaper going around the... I mean, it's an old frame, but someday I'll get... I don't know. This is the way it came. And so even their family, if the family still exists, has gotten rid of this picture, and I found it in basically an antique store. But they're now part of my family. These two girls from 1910. Let's see. That would mean 10. They would have been born in the 1890s. So, you know, they could still be alive today. It's possible if they're, let's see, that would make you 124. If they were in their 130, you know, I guess it's possible to live to your 130s. Yeah, possible. I've seen turtles do it. Perhaps those girls are still around somewhere. But we here at the Gratu Orloff Inspirational Network think that you're nice. This is a little monster shrine. That's not very well painted. Some of these monsters' items are better than others. You know, you got your Funko Pops that are embarrassing. I mean, it's always embarrassing to own a Funko Pop, but when it's the monsters, you kind of figure you got to get it, right? But this is a classic 1960s. This one here, that's not an authorized Lily Munster. They made these baby monsters. I don't remember what they were called. I think Ideal made them, but they were bootleg, basically. I like her shirt with the bat menacing this woman. This is a Barbie Lily Munster. That's great. And these were from, I don't know, about 20 years ago. They're pretty good. But these ones here, this one, and this one, and this one are Mexican in origin, and they're still available pretty cheaply. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, they must have made a ton of those in Mexico. Bless this house, O Lord, we pray. Make it safe by night and day. Say, the little baby Batman is being blessed by Jesus, and I don't know. You might say that's blasphemous. I don't think so. I think that Jesus has a sense of humor. I mean, look at us. Obviously, God has a sense of humor. Just look at the average comic book collector. And I guess I'm that. Yes, indeed. This is the Forgotten Prisoner of Castlemare. This is my childhood model kit. It was built by my older brother, but I later went in and repainted it. It used to glow because I had the glow parts, you know, exposed, but then I painted over that. Yeah, we've got, I don't know, 45 days until the election. It's very important to vote the correct way, which is, you know, which way that is. And it's really, it's really important, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, honestly, when I was in 6th grade, you know, it was a big deal. Are you voting for Gerald Ford or are you voting for Jimmy Carter? But, you know, it wouldn't really matter either way who you voted for. I mean, Jimmy Carter got in, and economy tanked, but Jimmy Carter seemed like a nice guy, you know. He's the religious peanut farmer and everything, but now we've got people that seem downright satanic running on one. Now it does seem, as the Democrats like to say, existential. That really does matter, you know, as the United States is really facing tyranny. I just imagine what my father would say if he was still around today. Oh, that's a good shot of these three. This is an Aurora. Oh, where's my finger? This Aurora is the Aurora model kit, right? And there's a little standee that they had in the hobby shops for it at the time. And this is Mark's mummy. And that one was painted by me. That one was painted by Joe Riley, that you might know as the creator of the Hypnotic Eye TV show. I'll be honest, which ones I painted. That one was painted by somebody on eBay, that Dracula dragster. I painted that one, but it's a vintage kit. I bought it from my friend a while back. That was not painted by me. I don't remember. I think I got it, this Godzilla, at maybe a comic book con. It didn't originally come with a Japanese Zero. Someone put that there. They probably got it from a aircraft carrier model kit. These are my childhood kooky spookies. This one came with a banjo. I don't know what happened to his banjo. And this one had a clock around with chains, and that looks like a belly button, but that's where the clock went into his belly. And these things really glow, man. They glow like they're made out of uranium. They probably are. I'm probably going to get radiation burns just touching this thing. I don't think I'm going to get the lights off enough to really show you how much these glow. Where can I take him? Let's go over here in the dark, because it's actually, look at all the trash on the floor. It's actually very early in the morning, right? It's not even 7. It's not even 7. Let's go out on the porch where it's truly dark. Oh no, it's actually, the sun's coming up outside. So yeah, these things light up a room. Back in the late 60s, toys glowed big time. When they say they glowed, they glowed. These were Hasbro Kooky Spookies. Same company that brought us G.I. Joe. Well, the dog is getting very frisky this morning. Okay, let's put, see, this is a modern, probably from the 1990s glow thing, and it's not going to glow anywhere close to this stuff here, man. Probably need to get a Geiger counter. I don't know what they made the glow stuff out of back then. There's a vintage Munsters toy from when the show was on the air. I painted this, man. I got this vintage model in this box. Lindbergh Looney. It's the green ghoul. And it came with hair that you glued on, and I painted him up. I painted this back here as well. Carol Borland. I'm proud of that. That's one of those garage kits. Used to be popular in the 90s. Remember all the kits made of resin? I'm wondering if that vampire is going to fall. No, I got that Vampira from Kevin at Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. This may be the only existing Sleestack model kit from Joe Riley. He built this thing back in the 1990s when he was making the Hypnotic Eye show. He built it and painted it, and he sold several. I just don't know if any of them exist. This may be the only one that he built that's still in existence. Built and painted. And if you turn it around without knocking anything over here, you see he made it look like it's a stage. He's got see, it says Sid and Marty Krofft Productions, and he made it look like it's a costume, like you can see. He was he was a great guy. Joe Riley. Hope I'm not having any copyright problems with this music playing in the background. This is a Batman kit from the 60s. When it was released in the 70s, they changed the Batman symbol. They gave him a different head. It's missing his Batarang. But this one, I'm almost positive, is a store display where it was actually, and I really could use dusting a lot of stuff, man. Maybe I'll dust live on someday. I bought this kit at a record store called Connoisseur's Groovy Oldies. It was one of the great record stores in Arlington, Texas. I could tell you stories about the owner of that place. But anyway, I think this was a store. What they would do, the Aurora Model Kit company would use a stencil, and they would have these professionally painted. You can kind of tell, I think, that there's a stencil created for the bat belt, for the bat symbol. Just the way it's painted, it's makes me think this was meant to be displayed in a hobby shop to show the kids what it would look like. This is a vintage Superboy kit that I painted. I bought that at the same time that I bought this Jekyll hide, and they were original owners. My friend Tom got them from his cousin, who bought them in the 60s, but I repainted them. So, isn't that fantastic, ladies and gentlemen? But I'm looking around for Batman stuff to show you. But I remember I put all my Batman stuff in what I call the Bat Room. So I'll show you that here in a moment. We had a bat flying around in this room a few weeks ago. And then I realized, when the bat was flying around, I realized how much bat stuff is in the house, you know? Like, look at this great Spook Show poster. There's a crazy looking bat. Look at him. I'm listening to a music compilation that just went up on Sunny Boy 66, the YouTube channel, a few hours ago. And this almost has a little bit, this song here is almost a little reminiscent of the 60s Batman theme. This is called Jungle Rock Volume 1. My house is small, no mansion for a millionaire, but there is room for love and there is room for friends. That's all I care. Well, we have a few friends here at the Brought to Orloff Inspirational Network. And you're welcome, if you're a friend of the channel, to come on our live streams. We always put a link where people can come right in. It's really, let's see. I got to do some cleaning today, but luckily in less than an hour, Right Side Broadcasting is going live, and they're going to have a Trump rally that always brightens my Saturdays. Some people watch football. Some people, I don't know what they do. I watch Trump rallies. And then later today, I'm going to watch this this new internet sensation called Sticky Goose. He's some new comic book collector that's trolling the comic book community, and he's going to be up against the comic book community tonight in some live stream. So I'll watch that. He's this younger guy that's he's trying to find his way in the comic book collecting world, and is starting to become disenchanted with the YouTube comic community, and his fighting back. Sometimes it's amusing, sometimes it's not too much, but we'll see what happens tonight. Oh, I was going to go live tonight too, but I think I'll go live after, or maybe I'll watch the show on the live stream. They still make these nutcrackers. They used to have them at Target every year. I don't know. My wife's not too crazy about it. She doesn't like devil stuff in the house, you know. So the woman that I bought this from thought it was a Samantha from Bewitched, but she had actually created this fake dress and the hat. I don't know what the doll really is. I think it might be a Tammy doll. But she was convinced it was a Bewitched. I don't know why she thought it was Bewitched. But she made the costume for it. But it looks okay, you know. It's not the real Bewitched doll, but we'll just pretend. I really like when people try to recreate the color and the lighting of the James Bama painting on these old Aurora boxes like this guy did. This is not painted by me, but look how he's lit it with, he's painted it with blue, and it looks really great in front of a vintage box or a fake new box, you know. Anyway, I was buying spook show posters for a while back, about, shoot, I don't know, 25 years ago, when they were still high priced, but now I don't think you can afford original ones anymore. You cannot afford it, but I can't either. No one can. Luckily, I got these because that's something I dearly love more than anything. I've always loved advertising. I studied advertising in college, and this is it's everything I love. You know, it's everything I love, from rock and roll to beatnik kind of. Hey man, dig this crazy show for a real gone thriller. Do not judge by anything seen before. Not just another spook show. Makes Dracula and Frankenstein look like daisies. It's Dr. Evil and his horrors in the night. Look at this. It's all just wonderful. If only we could recreate a spook show today. You know, I almost wonder if we could. I think they're doing it in Los Angeles. Look at that. Girls, come with your boyfriend. Learn if he's man enough to take it. Fantastic Congress of Horrors. That's great. The Fantastic Congress of Horrors. That's what we should call the regular viewers of the Gratu Orloff show, in addition to the Gratu Army. Look, this one's going to bring the ghost of Marilyn Monroe back. The posing apparition of Marilyn Monroe, reenacting. So they're going to just basically project up pictures in a dark movie theater of Marilyn Monroe, and you're going to have to think that that's her ghost. Tomb of Terror. I used to call this show Tomb of Terror for a little while. That's something you won't see on posters anymore. You imagine if the poster for Beetlejuice 2 or whatever it's called had this on it: "Sissies, stay home." But I don't think the people voting for Kamala Harris would like that too much. Maybe that should be the motto on November 5th on Election Day: "Sissies, stay home." Then it will definitely be a landslide. I need to get a new light for this Dr. Pepper clock. It might be nice if I plugged it in too. Oh well. Let's see. This is Dr. Evil, right? And his horrors. Hey man, dig this crazy show for a real gone thriller. But Dr. Jekyll also used that. Hey man, dig this show for a real gone thriller. That should be the slogan for our show here. Monsters grab girls from audience. Girls, can your boyfriend take it? Oh yeah, Fantastic Congress of Horrors. Somehow I think Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Evil are the same guy. What are you guys thinking? This is a machine where I can make copies of DVDs, so I'm still Need to make more copies for Jambo Comics and I will soon. It's oh man, I need to get that package together for him. I can never get to the post office, but someday there'll be an early dismissal and early out from work, and I'll be able to do that. Oh my gosh, we got some electronic music now coming. I don't know if I'm in the mood for that. What is it? It's 7 in the morning. I can't. Uh-oh, here comes Drew the dog, and I'm allowing you to see the state of horribleness here. Okay, I gotta stop this music. As the village people said, you can't stop the music, but I can. We have the power. Okay, what is this exactly? This is something. That's my Darth Vader clock that reads verses from the Bible on the hour every hour. Okay, I don't know if I can take this. This is, what does that say on the screen? I'm blind now. Should I just pause it mid-song? Oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm at the dentist's office. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a mistake I've made. Okay. We'll fix this, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. So, how are you guys doing on this wonderful Batman day? I should mow the lawn today. I don't think that's going to happen. I may do that tomorrow. That may be what's in my... Because I don't see anything interesting happening tomorrow at all. I can't even read this, man. Oh. Man. I'll play this song with the... Yeah. Now, that will definitely get me a copyright claim. Play some Billy Muir's Supersonic Guitars. Okay. Let's look at some Batman stuff, because it's, man, it would have been great if Kennedy had been able to make Batman Day a federal holiday. Just imagine how the world would have been different had Kennedy lived and Batman Day was a federal holiday. He was going to sign that on October 31st of 63, and it just, they talked him out of it, and then you know what they did the next month. This Frankenstein was built by Joe Riley also. That Marx figure was painted by me. I also painted this and built this Phantom of the Opera. Now the Frankenstein I've painted, I don't know where that is, because I've got about 6 or 7 Frankenstein Monster Aurora model kits, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, when that bat got loose in the house, I wonder what he thought of this. He might have been, horrified, because it might be like when Taylor got into that museum in Planet of the Apes, and saw, there were stuffed humans in it. And then he saw his friend, what was his friend Landon there, stuffed with glass eyes. That might be what the bat thought when he was flying around, or she. Don't want to misgender the bat. And there's bats everywhere in here, man. See, look at that. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm in a horrible museum of bats. Let's count bats, man. Look, here's some more bats, little miniature bats. The bat was thinking, look at these little miniature bats. Joe Riley painted that also. He added all this blood to that was not in the Bela Lugosi movie, of course, but Okay, so that's a bat, and there's a bat on the front of Dracula's dragster. So it's a lot of bats. One bat, two bat, green bat, blue bat. Be the new posthumous Dr. Seuss book. This is a shower curtain my wife got, but I have it hanging here. I don't know why. There's probably a reason. Oh, more bats. How about that? This isn't a store. This isn't a movie theater display stand up. It's from when it was released on VHS. Batman Returns. Oh, another bat, and another bat. This was a birthday present from Kevin at Gotham City Comics. Oh, I just recently got this Steve McQueen Bullet book. Did this book come first before the movie? I'm not sure. Perhaps you'll tell me in the comments below. Yeah, you never really realize how many bats, representations of bats, are in your house. Just like, oh, look, there's a Batman ring and another one. Once you realize how many bats are in your, my wife says, well, you manifest them. I guess that's some new age thing. By having bats everywhere, bats actually come into your house. This, I was stocking up on this in case of the apocalypse. Kraft macaroni and cheese gummies, gummy candy. So I figure this will has a long shelf life, and we can live on that during, whatever. And candy cigarettes also have a lot of nutritional value. More bats. Edgar Casey. Hey, speaking of Edgar Casey, I wonder if David Wilcock's going to do a show tomorrow. I don't see it up yet. Is there a bat on the cover of this Frazetta cover of Tales from the Crypt? No, it doesn't seem like he painted a bat in there. Oh, there's Dracula. He's kind of counts as a bat. We're on the prowl looking for bats. Well, Grandpa Munster is technically Dracula, so that's another bat sighting. Oh, look at this. Halloween gruesomes. I saw someone selling this alien jigsaw puzzle for $150, man. Can you imagine? Incredible. This is a William Shatner movie. It's also called The Outsider. The picture that dares to portray our morals as they really are. And this is, of course, a reproduction. I wish I had a giant one sheet of that. I mean, it kind of, sort of, you can tell it's William Shatner, but kind of you can't. Kind of like the Michael Myers mask. You squint, you can see William Shatner there. Because Michael Myers wears a modified William Shatner, Captain Kirk mask. Another bat. El Hijo de Frankenstein. Well, I was a teenage Frankenstein in the United States. Here it's the child or the son of Frankenstein. Well, incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Like, baby, it's my thing. Groovy banana, 1 cent. Back when you could get something for 1 cent. Here's my shrunken head collection. We're getting ready for Christmas here. This is a print 95 of 500, Secrets of the Batcave, and there's Dick Sprang's penciled signature. This was something I bought decades ago. I just thought it was so amazing, this representation of the Batcave, and it combines different eras, which I think is cool. It you have the part here that takes you to Gotham Bay, 2.8 miles. It has the laboratory. Imagine if this was made as a play set. Here you've got the penny from 1947. And of course, he's got various Batmobiles that he's keeps there. And there's the 1960s Bat plane is there, and there's a map of Gotham City, various trophies. He has a laboratory in the back of the Batmobile. Batcopter, of course, the dinosaur, another bat, ladies and gentlemen. And he has mannequins of some of his greatest villains there, and souvenirs he keeps of the Penguin's umbrellas. It's the villain's trophy room. Man, James Gunn, when you make that Batman movie, bring this to life. This is what, I don't know if it's what everyone wants to see. It's what I want to see. I know you put Crypto, the super dog, in your new Superman movie. That's fantastic. Something that Zack Snyder would never do. But it's up to you, James Gunn, to bring this where Batman has the 1966 Batboat in. Various people have tried to do this, like this Batman cartoon, the animated series in the 90s. It tried to bring all the different eras of Batman together. It had the Art Deco look. It looked, you really couldn't tell what time period it was set in. This is also some limited print from the Warner Brothers store. I don't know much about how much any of this is worth, because I'm not planning on selling it. But I think this thing has gone up in value, I'm pretty sure. But I don't really care to know how much. I had it. I had this thing framed. That was expensive. I had it framed and have the blue. Yeah, it didn't come framed. Dick Sprang has got to be one of the greatest. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I love Neil Adams. Neil Adams is great. I love Neil Adams. But honestly, Dick Sprang is I better not compare Neil Adams and Dick Sprang. I love this. I love that. I love this more because it appeals to my sense of humor and everything, and I want my Batman to be this Batman. This Batman's great. I mean, they're both great. I better stop comparing. That's really like, that's a losing game. Um, so, here's another Frankenstein model kit. That is not the one I painted either. Someone else painted that. That is my childhood Aurora box, though. Wherever, if I find my childhood Frankenstein, I'll show it to you today. That's my childhood mummy box too, but that is not my childhood mummy. Where is? I'll look around. Oh, this is not my childhood Wolfman model kit either, because he has all his fingers, and my childhood one is missing a lot of fingers. I think they're, oh, I know where they are. I think they're over in my Vampirella display. This was a gift, this Addams Family model kit. It was a reproduction from the 90s. I built it, and you can see they have little cardboard inserts. You can see Lurch up there, and you can see Gomez and Morticia there. Yeah, these little, they have little cardboard inserts so you can see in the windows. There's the Addams Family Viewmaster reel, which allows you to see what the Addams Family house looked like in color. There's the Batman Viewmaster reel. Oh, there's a lot of Batman. Well, this is the Bat Room, so there's going to be a lot of Batman stuff. Here's another mummy kit where the previous owner painted him all blue like the box art. This I got when I was in the hospital in like 1970. It was already a few years old, this talking G.I. Joe, and there he is. He doesn't talk anymore. Maybe someone could fix him. I don't know. Not sure. He would pull dog tags and he would say, "Enemy planes, hit the dirt." And I bet somebody on YouTube has all of his sayings recorded where you could listen to them. I think I need to paint the lost. I'm not paint. I need to. What is the word? Dust. The Lost in Space robot. A little bit. Batman is here. Build these hobby kits by Aurora. It's really hard to fathom how big Batman was in 1966. This was a Mexican movie, La Mujer Murcielago, the Batwoman, and Poderosa, Audaz, Seductora, Temeraria, Valiente. I know that word. That's the same origin of Valiant. And Invincible. Invincible. I know that. Mara Monti. It used to be so hard to get a copy of this movie. I had to get a bootleg VHS, I had to mail order it. Now you can just watch a really nice copy on YouTube of this movie, wherever you watch your movies, maybe Tubi TV. Here's the Monster Corner. This is the thing, man. If you could just build a time machine and go back to the mid 1960s and go into a hobby shop, and this one here, it tells you at the bottom where it's from. Let me see. Rich Palmer ran the nation's largest volume hobby shop in some Peppersanani, New Jersey. Can barely read. Aurora hired him to organize the monster customizing contest in 1964. Aurora received national. I can't read it. Okay, so this is the guy that when they did the customizing contest, and if you won, you'd get that award there. It's a plaque, like a 3D raised plastic plaque, and it's hard to find those. People sell them on eBay for a lot of money. It had to have been owned by someone that won the contest by customizing the Aurora monster kits. It says customize. Oh, wow. Look at all this. This is just wonderful. That's why I'm trying to make this room, I even recreated the sign. And in Mesa, Arizona, Gotham City Comics, Kevin Johnson, the owner of that store, is on this show all the time. Whenever I do a live stream, almost always he pops on. He has a Monster Corner sign that he had someone recreate for him in his shop, and that's the original sign. And it just you just know someone's a kind of a brother when they're that into monsters. If you're into monsters, then you're okay with me. Here's like a little board game from the Batman was big in Japan too. But Davy Crockett. The Munsters, of course. This is a puzzle. Munsters puzzle. This is not really a cell from the Groovy Ghoulies. This was painted by my friend Joe Riley that I keep mentioning because he was so talented, and I need to put all the Joe Riley stuff I have all together in one display because to have a kind of a shrine to him. He passed away a long time ago. He passed away when MySpace was still around, so that was a while ago. He painted this on the actual cell plastic that they used for animation, and he used this paint and everything, and he recreated something that, if it was real, would be worth, I guess, a lot of money, I suppose. I don't know what things are worth. There's my childhood Mego figures, and I need to put them in better. There's a lot of Mego figures around the house. Oh, look at that. Leaf bubblegum. Real baddie, man. One set. Yeah. Everything's bats here, man. This was a present from Charlton 66. I just saw Charlton 66 put up a new video like 9 days ago. I didn't get any notification about it. I'm going to have to watch that today. This is the comic book that Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin encountered in the movie with Shirley MacLaine, Artists and Models, from I think 1954, and the original artwork for this fake comic book that you see them reading in the movie was put online, and I said, we've got to blow this up and frame it. And I didn't have a color printer, but Captain Strangelife blew it up on his color printer and gave me this as a gift when he came and visited back about 47 years ago. This, forget what these things are called. Oh, might look at the tag. Oh, well. This thing is supposed to, this is like something Marcia Brady would have had in her bedroom, this crazy early 70s. I love this crazy early 70s kind of look. Oh, gosh darn. That's Big Lou, and that's the Great Garloo. And this is probably the ultimate, though. I found that in a thrift store. This is the most insane stuffed animal I've ever seen. I don't even know if it's real or if someone custom made it. The heck is that? Oh, it's this thing. It was a costume that you bought, and you had to put it on a Barbie, but I put it on some cheap dollar store Barbie that's not real. Let me set this down over here. Pebbles can play. But anyway, this thing, if you turn it around, is just this on the back. It's very, very mysterious. Here's another spook show. It's weird and ghastly. Look at that. I guess that's supposed to be a dragon. In person, the Hollywood Wolfman. I knew a guy in junior high school that looked exactly like that. I've lost touch with him. I keep sending him messages on You know, like every New Year's Eve, every Christmas, I sent him a text and he never answered. So maybe I don't have his phone number anymore. But he looked like that. The Beatles. There's Batman surfing. Um, the Beatles were so big in those little souvenir shops, they have a dead alligator, whatever that thing is. They put beetle hair on them and a beetle uniform. What do you call it? Beetle outfit is a better term. So he's missing a hand, but I used to have a little guitar I put around him. But I've had that Batman copter there from Corgi since 1976. Bought it at the Forum 303 Mall. I always like to mention the Forum 303 Mall in every video. Big into the Addams Family and the Munsters and hot rods and rock and roll music. That's what this channel is based upon. So there's a lot of Batman stuff in this place. Look at that. Ron Riley's Batman Club, WLS WBKB TV. Oh, there's my childhood Bat Cycle with sidecar. So, I don't know. This is a very modest Batman collection as far as what I've seen. Most of you probably have better. All these Batmobiles need to be dusted. It's kind of shameful, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Perhaps you could volunteer to come dust them. Normally at this time, if it wasn't the weekend, I'd already be at work. I've been working long hours, which is why I haven't been doing many shows. This Batman here, you can't buy this because this is the only one in existence. I made it out of Super Sculpey and baked it in an oven and then painted it. And it's like a little Rat Fink Weirdos Batman. Not the greatest, but it's the only one there is, ladies and gentlemen. I heard about Super Sculpey from my friend Joe Riley. This is probably the 47th time I've mentioned Joe Riley today, but he told me that's how they make these resin kits. They build them from Super Sculpey, they fire them, and then they use them to make molds, and that's how they're out of resin. And that's how they were making those garage kits that were so big in the 90s. And so that slee stack in the other room was sculpted with Super Sculpey, which you can get at hobby shops or Michaels, MJ Designs, whatever. That's the 70s reissue of the Batman model kit. And you see it has a different head and has a decal that you put that's more like the 1970s, 60s version of the Batman symbol. The yellow oval started in 1965. Before that, Batman had just a black bat on his chest. Like that. That's the, even Vargas did a Batgirl for Hugh Hefner there, and that predated the appearance of Batgirl, the real Batgirl in the TV show. I actually got this Batgirl doll when I was a kid, like in 4th grade, because I thought it was so cool. I didn't get, like with Fantastic Four, I only got the Thing and Mr. Fantastic, but I didn't get the Invisible Girl because, I just feel like, hey, man, I'm getting a girl doll. But Batgirl, I couldn't resist. And I don't know. What else? Oh, I didn't get the Human Torch, I think, because it just looked kind of silly to have a cloth representation of fire. My 4th grade self couldn't abide by that. Anyway, it's just a room where I've thrown a bunch of toys. It's just, I think it was an office. This room doesn't have the air conditioning or heating hooked up to it. The place, there was actually a flood in this room at some point, and that's why there's not even any carpet, flood from one of the pipes breaking. We don't live near a river or anything. I heard about that from a previous tenant that had rented this place. So that's why they never hooked things back up. This thing is a historic piece that used to be in the city hall, and I think someone bought it and brought it here. But I have it filled with, I don't remember what I put in here. I think board games and, board games. Battling Tops is one of the great ones. Zippity Speedway. I had this as a child and gave it away to my nephew, and I'm sure it was thrown away or sold at a garage sale. But I bought it. My wife got me another one from eBay because I was missing it so much because I'm insane. Well, Aluminum Christmas Tree, Risk, a great game. And these are books all filled with DVD-Rs of stuff I've recorded from the internet, and I think that's what's down here too. And that's not my whole DVD-R collection, trust me. So anyway, these old pieces of furniture close properly. They're solid wood and amazing. So as far as there's no light in here, hardly any light. Am I still recording in there? Oh yeah, I am still recording. Okay. This is my childhood Frankenstein, and that I painted different times over the years, but that is my childhood Frankenstein model kit, and this is my childhood mummy kit. And it still has the cobra still has a little bit of the glow exposed. And that is my childhood mummy kit that I painted later and had all these fingers broken, so I painted them like where you can see the bone and the blood, and it's like the Wolfman's had a bunch of his fingers bitten off or something. Oh, more bats. This is like a Dracula movie, but because we were in the middle of World War II, instead they made Dracula like one of Hitler's guys, Hitler's madman. But if the war hadn't been going on, I mean, that's basically, you can tell that would have been a Dracula script. Dracula with his hypnotized wives. So, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Eisenhower's. I haven't had breakfast yet, man. I need to eat breakfast. Oh, wow. Let's see. Oh, here's a Batman book from the 30s to the 70s. I was wondering where my Bat manga books are because, oh, here's another Batman book that I recommend. This is the Chip Kid book. Maybe I should have all my Batman stuff together. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, this has been damaged in the move. This Batgirl thing. I don't even remember what this is from. I'm looking for Batman stuff. Oh, that's a Batman. I guess that's Chief O'Hara. Oh, well. I got this display at a store about half a block from me, and I think it's got a little saloon there. And I thought, well, I'll put it up and put on a lot of my Western stuff. It's made, you know what I think it was designed for, honestly, is for like a beer can collection. It's the perfect size. I think a normal person would have put beer cans in it, and then it would have the Western saloon, and it would be all, yeah, the beer cans fit exactly 100% correctly. But instead, I put beer cans over here in front of these books. So remember when you open beer with a like that? No, you probably don't. Anyway, so look at this. This is from the 40s. That's my father right there. That's my father. That's him in high school. Look at that, man. Campus quiz. Oh man, it was on a radio station. My dad was on the radio doing this this campus quiz thing. Man, that's great. Well, I found the picture and framed it. And here's another Batman book. I'm sure you'll have that. You can get that at half-price books, probably for nothing. Then this is my dad later on. As a paratrooper. And this is his father, who was a professional baseball player. The Yankees, the Cubs, the Phillies. This is my mom. This is my wife when she was younger, and another picture of my mom, and yet another picture of my mom. And here's my wife with that same comic rack that we have over there. Here's my dad in, let's see, high school, or maybe that's college actually. I wonder if I still have some of these comics. This picture was taken, I would say, about, oh man, 12 years ago. I wonder if I still, let's see. Let's look over. That's back a long time ago when we lived in a different place. Oh, this is where my wife's finger was, right here, right there. You see that? It was right there. Amazing. I think my wife is like a celebrity. She actually touched right there by the sea. Yeah, she's great. I don't want to go upstairs and show you. Well, I guess I could if I'm real quiet. I don't want to wake her up, man. It's starting to be light outside. Oh man, I hate when these idiots come on. Don't forget to subscribe to me. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, the Orloff Inspirational Network. Oh, and then they put this horrible music on at the end. You swine! Ruining my mixtape, disc, whatever you call it. So what are you guys doing today on this beautiful Saturday morning? Let's see. Okay, hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'll put some commercials on. Come on, me. It's supposed to rain today here.
Strike violence in San Francisco. Film at 11.
Last hand. 8 hours and 10 minutes. Fantastic. In summation. 9 hours and 5 minutes. Amazing.
Vicks Sinex long-acting nasal spray is amazing. It can quickly have you breathing as easily as someone with no congestion problem. And then it
You wonder why my father's Vietnam era camouflage blankets are here because there used to be doors here 100 years ago. Someone's taken them off, and it gets real hot when this porch can bring in a lot of sun. But today's a cloudy day, and soon it will rain. Oh, look. I found another bat. Look up there on the 3 of them on the undead poster. Oh, man. It's starting to get sick. Are there any bats on this Kirma's Ghost Party? No, but they've got a monster turning your car over. Can you imagine if you went to a drive-in to see a spook show and their monsters appeared that could actually turn cars over? That would be spectacular. Several people have told me when they've seen this poster, they've had nightmares about it afterwards. I think it's beautiful art. I don't understand. It seems like that would be a wonderful dream, not a nightmare. Strong men forced to satisfy a passion no human knows. Okay, let's go upstairs, but you gotta be quiet. Yeah, I'm waking my wife up.
Headlining the regional game, 2 of the toughest teams in the country battle it out for the first time in 35 years. The Michigan Wolverines meet the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Other games include Yale and Brown, Florida State against Miami, Colorado State at Brigham Young.
Oh, we didn't look at all this over here. God, Freak Daniels. I painted and built this Vampira kit. She had a cigarette holder in her hand, but it is gone. I'm gonna have to manufacture a new one. It was broken in the move. That's one of my oldest possessions, this Popeye here. Nobody says right on anymore. You notice that? Joe Riley built that for me. I had the kit since I was in 4th grade, unbuilt, and then I had him built it in the 1990s. 20 years later, Joe Riley built and painted this one. I built that one and that one. He built that one. But I built that one there. It's been a while since I've heard the music from that TV show Soap.
We'll return in a moment. Sunday at 6 is a special NFL game when the Patriots battle the Oakland Raiders.
Haven't been up in the attic much lately. Up here I could probably sequester the dog so that I could do a show while my wife is working, but I don't know. Making sure everything's okay up here. Just walked through a spider web. Spiders have been active up here. Why did I come up here? Oh, we're looking for bats, right? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a big mess up here, man. Big mess. I'm gonna do something productive. I'm taking this mask to the basement. Let me get a thumbtack for that. Whoa. What's that? What did I just drop? This is just a bed sheet, but we need to get curtains for this. We're going to get them at some point. That's my dad there. Okay. We'll get something productive done. We're gonna hang up this, the only Halloween mask I've purchased this Halloween season from the Dollar General. I thought this was worthy of purchase for, I don't know, $2-3. And to be working on this again, all the DVD, Blu-ray stuff, okay, there's a lot of work I gotta do, man. I'll try to get some of that stuff done today while I watch the Trump stuff. Okay. I've got these Frankenstein masks here. This would probably go well with them. So I think I might pull this really cool vintage one down and put Frankenstein here so we have a more cohesive display. What do you think? he's hanging down a little bit, which tells me perhaps, oh no, I can't do that. Okay, so now I've got, ow! I just stabbed myself with the thumbtack like a moron. Let's move, oh, there's a space here. No. Where should I put this? I guess I should show you this stuff in case you haven't seen it. Just have a little bit of a Halloween display here going on down here in the basement. Some board games, my childhood Starbird. Okay. Oh, Batman stuff. Yeah, it's Batman Day. I forgot. That's the whole point of this video. These are a whole bunch of stuff from the animated cartoon from the 90s wound up here with the intent of creating a Batman shrine. And then I don't have much of this, many toys that I never took off the card, but I had such respect for that TV show when it was on the air. I thought it was just fantastic. I couldn't believe something of the quality of Johnny Quest was actually on TV during my lifetime. And of course now there's some new Batman show on that looks like a complete embarrassment. But anyway, that's life. That's what people say. Okay. God damn fucking shit. Excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen. God, oh wow, did I just stub my toe? God, for Daniels, I didn't see that frame there. Shit. God, man, ow, shit. Fuck. Excuse my language. Oh my gosh. I'm not bleeding. I'm sure some of you enjoyed that. God damn, fuck, that hurt. Oh, wow, that hurt. Okay. So, oh, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. This is what I just put up there. So I don't think there's any Batman stuff in here. I think it's more like Hulk kind of stuff and Wonder Woman and stuff like that. So, wow, Zowie. Holy hospitalization, Batman. That sure was a painful stubbing of those toes on that frame. Oh my God. Okay, well it says you shouldn't open the door, but I guess it's okay. Nothing happened. Well, well, we're building an arcade here in rural Retreat, Virginia, but it's kind of in a disreputable state here. But soon, perhaps, things will be better. So that's the way it is. Tuesday, Saturday, September 21st, 2024, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll be seeing you, ladies and gentlemen.